Oh, good morning. Good morning. It is Saturday, the 4th of June, and we're here for the daily Lenormand card spread reading. I have my stream going to my YouTube, the Ros Boundy profile, the page, mytimetv.live, and Women in Business Amplified. So I've got the 5 destinations happening again. So if you're on any one of those, welcome. If you're, if you're not, you wouldn't be watching this and hearing what I'm saying. So if you know of any of your friends or family that would like to watch in, certainly direct them to one of those 5 destinations. And we are going to whip over to the card spread. So tune into your spiritual connections, your psychic senses, and we'll be off. Now, being a weekend, I do tend to do something a little different. It's not the usual card spread. It is a general card reading, though, so keep in mind that your messages that you're getting direct from Spirit, you need to be open to them, okay? So that you're actually tuning in with good measure, so that you're getting whatever I instinctively or intuitively bring to you, but what your own specific guidance is going to bring to you as well. So good morning, Tracy. Lovely to have you here. And good morning. That's right. Good morning, Shaz. You're going boating today in the sunshine, in the warmth. Yes. And here it's probably only about 8. I haven't looked. It's cold. Well, or 10 or something. Feels like less. And I'm sitting here with T-shirt on, only because I've just got out of bed. So not really taken much notice of the weather yet. I probably will very shortly. I haven't even put the heater on in this room. So what we're using for this morning is the Pixies Lenormand deck. It's this one. It's very different. And the other one that I've got them layered because I want to work with the numbers through the month of June. Is that in prep for tax time? I've got no idea. They're just my own joke. Is it funny? I don't know. Anyway, it's the numerology cards that Lynn Buzzertill has actually been selling. Now, it's not her specific deck, but she uses this one, and it's a wonderful deck. By Barbara Ailson. You need to get in touch with Lynn Buzzertill to get theirs, or get in touch with me and I can direct you there. She is on the Women in Business Amplified platform. Here we go from Kim as well. Good morning to you, Kim. Off up nice and early this morning too, since you don't have to work. Is that correct? Okay. I shall flip the cards. Here we've got them. You're getting them revealed as we speak. So here we've got the whip from the Lenormand deck, and I'm just going to reveal them as we go. And my fingers aren't doing a very good job of that. And diversity. So I'll read these in pairs. So this is the first pairing for this morning. Good morning, Carolyn. Lovely to see you here. And because I'm not sure on the meanings with these cards, I will do them. I am going to have to read the guidebook. So that one is 5, diversity. Now, the whip means the whip and the birch broom is bringing in some clearing out, cleaning up, getting some action happening. So it can sometimes too be as well, not two as in TWO. It can sometimes be, the chastisement, the having a warning about something that's not quite right too. That it's really needing some correction in some sense, and that I'm just getting from spirit. I suppose it comes back from the cat o' nine tails that used to be used as punishment way back in quite a few eras ago, I think. And what we've got here is the 5 card to read with that of diversity. So too much diversity leads to a scattering of energy. So it can be useful to do a stock taking and focus on activities which are manageable. So I think really with this, the combination of these, that we're actually being asked to really hone in, clean out what you don't need type of thing, as far as the energies, as well as physical things too. If you're cleaning out house and that stuff like that, knowing what you need to do first, not pile the actions on too heavily, just doing one thing at a time, so long as it's actually getting moving. So it's that type of thing, the diversity of, being too diverse scatters it too much, unless, of course, you want it scattered. I suppose the dirt you want to have shifted in whatever way, if that's what you're doing, is cleaning with a broom. But I do feel that the activities that you're going to set for yourself today are needing to have just that refinement so that there's not an overload and too much of it. So, oh, there you go. So it's 8:30 in Sydney. You have to pick up some things for Wendy today to prepare her home for a return through the week. Oh, that sounds good. Good activities, yeah. And certainly putting the the broom and the honing in what you're needing to do to get it done at most efficient. Good idea, isn't it? So here we've got the next pair of cards. We've got the Crossroads in the Lenormand. And I've got these numbers cards upside down, and the humanitarianism in the 9s there. I might just try and do that a little bit less crooked. Yeah, that looks a bit better, doesn't it? So the Crossroads definitely is making choices here. We've got it, almost is like 2 of making choices. Crossroads choices. It is sort of, you're moving forward to be able to get to that point of being at the crossroads too as well. So certainly bring that on in your day, knowing you are moving forward. Now that's a 9 card, and it's the letters 9. I really need to read this guidebook. I know that for this deck of cards here, the numbers work, that a digit compared to the letters spelt makes a little bit of difference, but I can't remember what. So I'm learning, you're learning too. So isn't that cute? And yes, cleaning too. Yes. So this one with the humanitarianism and matched with the crossroads. So humanitarianism is consideration needing to be required for all of the seekers' environment. So however large it may be. So as you offer your services, as in helping Wendy by having her house prepared there, Kim, universe is rewarding you with keeping the goals there in mind and realistic. So instead of diversifying, yes, you're bringing it as for the others and the good of all, but it's not in that point. I'm finding it very interesting that this one does involve some goals as well, and what does a crossroad do? It gives us the choices for now, what goal, where do I want to go, the destination, what's wanting to be happening. So it's actually bringing that in as still a focus, so that yes, there is a choice to be made, but it brings that focus even more honed in so that you're going to get things done. And that's for everyone. See how the energy feels around your own situation as to what you're choosing to do today. What is the goal that you're wanting? And for Shaz, it'd be just lovely, relaxing time with friends on the boat as you're out there for the day. Yeah, I knew I'd done it where yep. Had the numbers ones are all upside down. I didn't check that before. I just laid them down. So here we got the lady and the 17 as the digit. So that comes down into being an 8. So authority as the number that we've got for these cards. So with the lady, that's the feminine energy. It's the more nurturing and gentle, and it's considering that is softer, coming in with. I'm just trying to think, how would I actually, what am I feeling around that? It is a little confusion. So what I'm feeling is a little confusion about what it means for the cards today. So possibility of I need to actually put in my honing skills to search, in search for the right word that the lady is bringing in that is, the so many tasks we do sometimes that there's so much going on in the head. We really are needing to hone it in and bring that focus, know what our goal is for the day today. And for me, it's going to be a little bit more study because I have that to do on a timeline for this one. And here we are bringing that in. The authority with that 8 is Judge's gavel reminds us of our personal power and authority. So it points to the wisdom of acting on it with assurance. So really what it's bringing in is that softer feeling and thinking behind what our decisions are. It's not the gung-ho, go do. We are putting gentle consideration to what our goal is and honing it down so that we're not putting too much on the list, basically, but we are getting that whip cracking so that we are still progressing forward. We're moving forward ever so gently. And it is putting that, and I'm feeling that it's more along that sharing, being able to, try to delegate and share whatever those tasks are through the day as well if we need to. But mostly I think it's with that more nurturing aspect, from that loving center, and that what we are doing is from that center. So those are the cards that we have for our day today. So I'm going to take a photo of that and I'll put the post of that on my page or profile. I think I do that on my Ros Boundy profile, and then I'll share it out to each of the locations there, the destinations. There are three of them, isn't it then? Look, share your comments in the chat streams as to what you're feeling around the meaning of each of the cards. It's really good to know how others do interpret some of the cards and what it feels for you in that meaning, that sense of what is in this message for us. It's not just one. We're each and every one of us individual people, aren't we? So bring that to the table, bring that to the chat stream and share what your meaning would be in your context if you want to, or just what you understand the cards themselves to be from looking at them, from tapping into the energies, from connecting with your spiritual guidance, what they're saying to you that it means. And it doesn't have to be sharing the absolute details of your life, but because it's a public forum anywhere that we do this sort of thing, isn't it? You can certainly connect with me on the more one-on-one level with a reading of your own, if you would like. That is at the Ros Boundy. I do have the other set up, but I remember the rosboundy.com.au. It's easier to type. So I haven't quite got the other stuff up to put a link there for a direct purchase this, but have a look at my page, my website, if you feel you need something more direct and detailed in assistance and personalized, personal, private. So tomorrow morning I'll be back again at around about the 8 o'clock. I mean, keeping in mind it is a weekend, sometimes I do get a little bit not lazy, just sleeping in sometimes. The rest is there, and I take advantage a bit more on the weekend. That gives me the definition of this is a weekend rather than just weekdays. Otherwise, I would not know. Public holidays are like that for me. So thank you for joining in. We'll see you later tomorrow morning And look, just be the best you that you can be. Blessings to each and every one of you. Namaste.